What is up, everyone? In this video we are going to wrap up the outside of our new pop-up. The renovation is almost complete. I'd like to walk you through it, so let's get started. The first thing we did after we parked our new camper was deal with the dry rotting bungee cords that hold the end covers down. Martina fed the new bungee through a grommet and then pushed the end into the hook section. While applying pressure, you'll pull the grommet back up and clamp it with pliers. We didn't attach the second hook until we fed the bungee through all of the holes. To do this, I used electrical tape and taped the new bungee onto the old one. After it was through, we could repeat the first step to finalize the cable. You have to keep it nice and tight before you pull the second hook on. If you don't, it'll go back through the holes because it has to stay taut. Once we had both hooks on, then all we had to do was pull the bungee onto the hooks underneath the pop-up to finish it. We got it, girls! Can you give a thumbs up to the camera? To the camera. Don't touch it, Melody. What are you doing?
Okay.
Alright, everybody out from underneath. Everybody out. It did take us a minute to figure it all out. After that, we moved to the other side of the pop-up, and it was a simple rinse and repeat. The only rust we could find on this 20-year-old pop-up was on the latches to hold the roof down. So we knew that this was one thing we had to replace. Luckily, they're easy to find online and it's super easy to replace them. Each latch has 4 screws, which you have to unscrew them. The previous owners were smart enough to put thick double-sided stickies between the latches and the outside wall. Another way you could do it is use outside construction adhesive if you're really worried about leaking issues. I removed the first one, screwed on the nice new freshly painted white one, and then had to repeat this 3 more times. Having something new on an old item like this is so refreshing. It really does look great. So this is the last video in the series of videos. There was only a couple, but I finally finished everything outside, and now I want to talk a little bit about our long-term goals for this camper. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos that we didn't get to painting the previous camper we had, the 37-footer, and if you didn't see that video, it's on this playlist, it's on my page, definitely go back and check it out. I painted the cabinets in here, which I'm very glad I did that. I really wanted to do it. I pushed for it because Martina didn't want to do it, and that's okay. We are actually considering painting the outside of this since it's so much smaller than the previous camper, and that was a discussion we had too, but we just didn't get around to doing that. This will actually live at our house, and we can actually hook it up to our van whenever we want and go wherever. One of the easy things we want to do and can be replaced is the countertops. The 2 right here, the one where the cooktop and the sink is, as well as the dining room table. I talked about this in the first video because we did this in the previous camper's dining room top, and you can see the video right here. One of the goals is to put that laminate on these countertops. The majority of the edge banding in this camper is peeling off, coming off. So at some point, that's an easy thing to replace. I'm probably gonna buy a new black because it'll be a nice accent. Another thing is the 2 doors for the access panel over on the other side, and that helps you get from inside the camper into the storage in the front. The problem is those doors are kind of falling off. I'd like to make just a false front, but one I can easily remove, but that still looks nice. Let me know in the comments what you think about everything we've done, and if you have any suggestions, if you have a pop-up yourself, we would love to hear your suggestions of maybe things we could do to make it better for years to come. As the girls get older, they can actually enjoy having something like this and you know, we want to make memories. It's going to be special for us. So I really hope that this series of renovation videos for this pop-up has been enjoyable for you guys to watch. Don't forget to use what you got. Consider liking, subscribing, share the video with all your friends. It's always fun to hear from everyone. So I'm ready to go camping. I will see you guys in the next one.